Hello and welcome back to Bethany Between the Pages, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Bethany and I'm going to be talking a little bit today about my favorite childhood books. I had a good time going back through some of the books that I've saved over the years and remembering which books I was attracted to as a child, which ones I wanted to pick up over and over again, and just kind of maybe seeing how that shaped my taste for reading as an adult. They're kind of all over the place, so I don't really know that that's necessarily a factor, but I did want to answer some questions first from some comments in my last videos. The first one was from Allison, who asked, what is the next book that you're excited to buy? I have so many books that I'm always excited to buy, but I will mention Addison Creson's books. I mentioned her in the last video. She is a very young and relatively new author, independently published. Her books that she has out right now are World War II historical fiction. They are The Yellow Badge and After the Badge. When I get around to placing an Amazon order, I do plan to order those. And then Valerie, who was sent from Lucy's channel, The Lucy Chronicles. You should follow her if you're not following her. And she asked what were some of my favorite books and authors. I believe she probably meant currently, and I will, or as an adult, I'll be talking about that in some video in the future, but for today we'll be looking at childhood favorites. And then, another book I did want to mention that I'm excited to buy is from Darcy Schock. I believe she's a pretty new author. Her book is a World War II fiction book as well, and it's called This Promise Remains. It just sounded good. I'm excited to try it. And just today, an author that I love endorsed her book, so that just made me even more excited to get it. So, we're going to start out with the Little House on the Prairie books. Now, I have always loved Little House. I've been to some of the Little House places that you can visit, the cemeteries where some of the family's buried. Little House on the Prairie is my favorite show. These books, I did not have these exact copies when I was a child. We kept ours in the shed at one point, and the bugs got to them, destroyed them, so I got these for Christmas as an adult, and I need to go through them and read them. That would just be such fun memories to go back through those books. Love those books. And then we have, in no particular order, The Jolly Barnyard. I am not really a barnyard girl. I mean, I like animals fine, but for some reason I loved this book as a child. And just cute illustrations. I got it. There's no year on this book, but I was very young. See little cows. They're cute. It's just a cute, wholesome book. But that was The Jolly Barnyard. And then I've always had a love for a good classic love story. I wrote in a diary as a young girl, and I had seen the movie Thumbelina, the cartoon, and I just loved it. I wrote about it, just dreaming of the man that someday I would have. And I don't know why, but there was something about Thumbelina that I just was enamored by it. So there's that copy with her long blonde hair. I got that in 1988. And then also another classic, Cinderella. I love Cinderella, my favorite Disney princess. Just beautiful. I want a Cinderella dress. I want glass slippers. So we'll see if I can make that happen someday. And then Little Bear. Little Bear is probably still loved by children. I'm guessing he's still around. Just a very cute story. This was one of my favorites, Little Bear. And then there's Henry's Awful Mistake. So I went back through a little bit ago. It's one of those books where everything went wrong for Henry, and I was trying to remember how it started, but he was having his friend Clara the duck over for dinner, and there was an ant in the kitchen, and that's where, there's the ant on the back. That's where everything started. Like, he was trying to get rid of this ant, and things just went bonkers. So that was a fun book. And then, let me see. Probably the oldest book that I own, Strawberry Shortcake and Her Friends. I have always loved Strawberry Shortcake. My nursery when I was a baby was Strawberry Shortcake. I got this on my very first Christmas. So this is just very nostalgic, cute little illustrations in this book. Just a sweet story. And then I loved the bright, girly colors of Minnie and Me, my favorite book, A Book of Verse. Now this is full of some poetry about Minnie and her friends. I actually love to write poetry. I haven't done it in quite a while, but I think that's maybe that was my inspiration. It's this book. I had another couple books of poetry, and I'm trying to think. I don't know what happened to that particular book. It might have been The Owl and the Pussycat. Is that a children's book? That sounds so familiar to me. I got them for maybe my 9th or 10th birthday, I think. 8th or 9th, something like that. And then there was Animals of the Forest. I don't know much about this publisher, Barron's publisher, but I loved these little illustrations of these animals. So cute. That's the fox. Just very cute little pictures. I don't know if I ever actually read. That's a lot of words for a children's book. I don't know if I read this book or if it was one. You ever have books where you just like to go back and look at the pictures? Just so cute. So, and that smells just like it smelled when I was little. There's the little bear again. I love bears. Cute. All right, and then the last book I wanted to talk about was the Picture Bible. Now, a couple Christmases ago, the Sunday school teachers at our church got a gift card to a local Christian bookstore, and I looked around and decided that this is something I wanted to get because I had one of these when I was younger, and I don't know what happened to it. Mine, it looked just like this inside, but the cover was just a solid red. This one's got the pictures on the front. Now, I wouldn't say that this is a replacement if your child is used to reading out of a Bible or if you do devotions as a family, but this would just be something additional that might give them a little bit more familiarity with the Bible and the stories in the Bible. It goes through, let's see, here's A Queen's Visit from 1 Kings. It goes through the whole Bible in comic form. See if you can get a good look at that. Very well written. I flew through this book. I loved it, and I retained a lot of information from there. It was so fun to follow. Here's 4 Travelers to Jericho from Luke 10. Good gift idea for your children or nieces or nephews or friends or any child in your life. So I just wanted to recommend that. You might not have ever seen that. I just didn't realize that they were still around. But if you have any questions, if you have any ideas, some people have given me suggestions for future video ideas. I will be going to a library sale tomorrow. I'm very excited. My husband is going with me. And if I find a lot of books, I might be doing a haul video coming up. But if you would like to share any tips, some of you have also done that, and I appreciate that. I've had friends text me and give me some tips and helpful hints. But if you have a video idea or a tag, anything, just feel free to leave it in the comments. Or maybe if you just remember what your favorite book was as a child. Maybe this will give you an idea if you create videos to share with your subscribers. Thank you to those who have subscribed. I believe I'm somewhere right under 200, and I plan to do a giveaway when I get to 250. I will tell you that the giveaway will be an Amazon gift card because I have some people, maybe family members, that weren't interested in reading, that wouldn't be as excited about a bookish type gift. But we will do Amazon, and I think everybody would be excited about an Amazon gift card. So again, thank you for watching, and please comment, and also, if you don't mind, please share this video. And thank you so much for coming back and joining me on Bethany Between the Pages. Bye.